Well, let's talk about thermistors and ECM motors. So an ECM motor is an electronically commutated motor, meaning it sends a signal back to the control board telling it its working conditions. Basically what has happened here is the motors that are installed in a lot of the new furnaces have your normal motor, and then on the end you have a cap like this. The cap comes off with 2 bolts. Inside are your capacitors, transformers, and whatnot. Mine broke, and from another YouTube video I watched helped me diagnose it, and what it ended up being was this $7 part on Amazon. It is an SL22 thermistor. All right. Now, you could call your local HVAC company and they would probably charge you upwards of $1,000. Or you can get a new one from Amazon, there you go, for $7 and fix it yourself. So a little bit about the thermistor. It is a zero resistance electronic device, and the old one I did not get a picture of because I just touched it and it broke, shattered. So it's kind of a porcelain graphite, but these two are connected. So in a perfect world, see, can you see that? You should have continuity across them. See if I can touch both at the same time. See, that's telling me on our ohms that we have continuity, meaning it's connected. So when I did this to the other one that was installed here, there was nothing, okay? These are the 2 leads that come up now. So what we're going to do is clean these up and reattach this guy. We will have continuity, and my furnace should work again. So let's get going on that. First thing we're going to want to do is straighten these up. As you can see in here, this one is bent and there's all this quacking around. So we don't want to break these tabs off of the board. And we're just going to gently, with our needle nose here, clean them and get the rest of that gunk off. And that's coming off in chunks. Okay, and then we are going to trim this one here because it's just a little bit longer on the same length. There we go. And we're going to take that, get all of our good junk out of there. Okay. Now to prep this guy, there we are, I'm going to make some curlicues around to where these will slide onto that. Okay? So we can just bend that out just a little bit. And I haven't. See, the reason why is you don't want to put it on here like this, right? As then when you put this on the motor, it's going to bend over and go to ground. You want it to be insulated by itself. It'll be fine sitting there, but we want to take up some of the space and make it work. So we're going to take this guy and just like so, just a little step ladder there. Okay. like so. And we'll take our pliers and just kind of close those up. Okay, so when we're done, all right, it's going to sit just like that. In fact, I want to go a little bit more on that guy. We don't want those tabs too far out. There, see now this part's insulated. We will, I'm going to go just a little bit more up this one. I think that'll be much more gooder. Look right there. Perfect. Okay, so let's get our handy, that's where that went. Let's get our handy soldering gun out and see what we can do. So remember guys, you can go out and buy all the fancy tools you want, but even if it's from Harbor Freight, lifetime warranty means lifetime warranty. Oh, there we go. This sucker plugged in. I do have a little zip tie I used last time I used this to keep the trigger pulled in and get it nice and hot. I guess if you were doing this full time, you'd probably want a professional tool, but beans, nice little zip tie, keep that charged so we can get it nice and hot. And we'll go ahead and plug up here. Okay. Well, there. Tell it's running, see? Light. Smell it. A little bit of solder wire. And got a little bit of flux. And since, you know what, I don't have, I can use that. Normally we'd want to use an acid brush on this. Sucker out of the way. Get you back to where you can see what we're doing. I'm just applying a little bit of flux with the bread tie here. To where we are going to adhere metal. So flux chemically cleans the surface of the metals you're trying to join together, for those of you that didn't know. Now I did pick up this little guy and get that right where we want it. so. Okay. And this is for my benefit, because once you get to a certain age, things are hard to see. If you can still see that or not, you probably can't. So I'll try to work around it. Now I can smell that gun's nice and hot. We are going to go, see if I can still see what I'm doing through that magnifying glass. You know, I almost think I could do without it. There we go. That's one joint done. Let's get that second one, huh? Not very satisfied with that one. But I think we are going to just a little bit more of that solder wire. I'd like it right there. Ah, that burnt my fingers. You know what? I think that thing is just in my way. There. There. We got it. Now we can go back with our, let's get our clamp off of there. Check for our continuity. We have continuity. Now I am confident that that was the issue with my furnace, and I'm going to go put it back together and see if it's going to work now.